What's up, Ibu and Hugo? Today is June 11th, 2017. I am at my house just after our class, and here's some class notes. We started out learning a piece of a top rock move, which will eventually evolve into what's called Latin rock. But for now, we're just learning how to sidestep and move our hips. Then we moved on to a sort of, stylized kick drop. It looks a little more old school and it looks a little more routine. And then I also taught you a piece of the six step 2, 3, and 4. It's the steps 2, 3, and 4. And I'm just gonna go over what I would hope that y'all practice this week. Okay, so let's get started. Let's not waste time. Start here. Step out, back in, step out, back in, step out, back in. Remember, I'm going to tuck my shirt in to help you out. Remember to move your hips, because you don't want your shoulders moving with your body. You actually want your hips moving with your body. Kind of detach these two parts. So when you go to side step out, you're not just being stagnant like a robot. You're kind of being loose. So when you step out, it's your hip and your feet at the same time. Boom. That way your shoulders stay in the center. And that way you stay in full control of your body. So here, boom. Plus you look better, trust me. You're here, boom. Boom. Okay? So how you can really do that is you hip check, right? And then move your hips to the side and step out. Then hip check again, hip check, move it out, right? So hip check, boom. Hip check, boom. 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, boom, right? Okay, cool. So then we went from there to learning a kick, where we kick our hand in front of us, right? I'll do it a little bit to the side, boom. And then we tap the same leg and the same hand or the same foot. We tap it behind us, boom, right? And then we keep this hand on the ground and we thread through here, boom. And we just kick really hard. Then, right? So again, kick, tap into the front of you, right? And then move your hand a little bit closer to the side of your hip and bring it in to here, the hook, right? It's a simple hook drop. That's actually what it's called, a hook drop. So it is a traditional move, but you don't usually do the kicks between, you just kind of jump into it. Next, you want to move from step 2 of the 6th step to here. Remember to kick in between. If you don't kick in between, it's going to be a lot harder to execute. And remember to keep your toes gripped. Don't have a side foot. Don't lazy foot yourself. We are eventually going to learn how to run it. We're not going to walk it. We're not going to breeze through it. We're going to run it around. Okay, so anyway, kick out really hard, not floppy. Bring it in as far under your hips as possible, which means your hips are a little bit higher than they would kind of naturally sag, right? So your hips are a little bit higher up. Kind of a tabletop, but not really. You're up here, all right? And then kick in front and bring it here. So that's a piece of the 6th step, right? So it's position 2, 3, 4, right? And then you can imagine the kicks being sort of half of, the transitions that you need to make it look sharp, okay? All right, cool. Next thing we learned is we also went over sort of some stuff about kicking and hitting. Remember, keep your legs kicking hard, not floppy, unless you're doing it on purpose to stylize, okay? Or what we in the b-boy world call flavor, okay? To give it flavor, to give it style, give it flavor. It's one day I'll go over the difference between style and flavor. Alright, so it's esoteric, moms and dads. Also, footwork is esoteric. Footwork is is just below the hips. It's all this stuff. Footwork is not up here. It's not like soccer where like, you know, like there's footwork and everything, but in the b-boy world, in the b-girling world, footwork is just down here. All right, next thing. Hugo, you're not quite ready for the backspin, but I definitely encourage you to just keep on trying. There's no sense in not trying, right? And Ibu, you're definitely ready for the baby freeze, and Hugo, you're not quite ready for the baby freeze. I think if you just keep on practicing your turtle freeze, your baby freeze will come a lot easier to you. So instead of trying to force, you know, yourself to evolve, maybe just focus really hard on one thing this week. See if you get see if you get the turtle freeze, and then next week, if you have the turtle freeze down, I think it should take a maximum of 2 weeks for you to learn the turtle freeze. Because it's already been 2 weeks, and it's usually about a 1 month learning curve for kids your age. You just have to focus, find your patience, quality. It's all about quality. You need quality in order to evolve properly. Otherwise, eventually, you're just gonna look messy. If you don't have a strong foundation, you're gonna have a messy house, right? And all right, so next thing, what else did we talk about? Where's my notes? Tops, drops, footwork, started with popping, grooves, 2 minutes mobility. Ah, yes, the mobility exercise. We also did a mobility exercise, which started out with our feet planted like this. We bring them up, touch them, and then plant them. From the side, you're bringing your feet and your knees together. They're together. You're bringing them up as high as possible, closest to your face. The knees got to be as close to your face as possible. Bring them up, touch them, touch them, right? And then split them apart, keeping your legs as straight as possible. Split them apart, and then foot plant as flat as possible, okay? And then you can bring them back up. Okay, so what that looks like from here. Okay, these things are like really boring sometimes. Be creative with it. If it's boring, get creative. This dance is all about being creative, having fun, and just enjoying time with other people. And it's about making friends, you know, in your own neighborhood and across the world. It doesn't matter. Like, this is a brotherhood. This is a sisterhood. This is hip hop. This is real hip hop culture. So anyway, let's see. Bit of show and tell. Tops, drops, forward. Cool. All right. So that ends the class. Stay cool. Peace.